Hello.
Hello.
I really wish you had said it again and we could have been just stuck in a loop.
You want to do it again? You want to start over?
Hello. No, it's fine, it's fine. I just thought it would be funny.
Hello.
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 Hello. No, no. I've already called it out.
We can't do it now.
No, it's too late. It's too late.
So I believe last time I didn't finish talking about what I was talking about. I don't remember what I was talking about, but I remember the thing that I started talking about that I didn't finish. Lately my hands, my hands hurt when they're cold, right? But like lately my hands have been cold every day waking up, which is really stupid. It's making me think that I should get gloves to sleep in specific.
I feel like that had the energy of every day I wake up.
Every day I wake up. Well, cause like, okay, so like when I say my hands hurt when they're cold, I mean like every joint on my fingers and my fingertips hurts. So like, it's just super inconvenient, but then you wake up like that. So you're just sitting there and you're like, damn, I can't even pick up my phone.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun.
No, but I think that it would be cool if I got stupid gloves to sleep in. Just like really, really over-the-top gloves. Well, cause like I need to keep my hands warm.
I guess, yeah.
So like, what if I got like gloves that are supposed to look like a sock puppet? So every day I wake up and I just have sock puppets on my hands?
Just put socks on your hands.
No.
Why?
Because my socks are too small for my hands.
I guess.
I get like, okay, well also like, so I get socks that are low cut because usually there's no seam in low cut socks. Or there's like not a feelable seam in low cut socks because they're like thinner. But then also like cotton socks I do not like. Like they feel like they burn because of the texture of like the inside of a cotton sock. Just the way that it has bristles, like brushes. It's just not fun. So like I never buy cotton socks anymore because like it's bad. And those are the only socks that would be long enough to put on my hands. But then I can't use my fingers.
I guess, yeah. I guess.
Where is this sick child?
Just get some... Get albedo gloves! Get albedo gloves!
I could get albedo gloves and then I will be objectively hot.
Albedo gloves. Kazuha!
Kazuha. Yeah, you wanted to talk about Kazuha.
I just think... I don't have anything to say. I just love him, and I can.
You. How do you feel about the TikToks about Kazuha?
Which ones do you mean? Which ones?
The ones where he's high.
Oh, the shh. Listen.
Shh. Listen.
I like those. They're very good.
It started a trend of like stoner Kazuha, and I think it's really funny.
Oh yeah, no, he's high all the time.
He is. He's Canada man.
Canada man.
I swear there's a way to give this kid my fairy. Do I have to be at full health?
Why does it spell like that? Why have I not noticed that? Fairy.
It's because, that was a more common spelling in, like, whenever this was localized.
I mean,
Wait,
does he have a name?
There. The kid?
Yeah.
No. He is simply a depressed, sick child.
Can you give berry to sick kid?
Zorldo.
Yeah. Catching kid. Let's see. ZeldaDungeon.net.
Ah, yes, the greatest guide site for Zelda ever.
Oh.
That I don't know why that was sarcastic.
Yeah, no, you can't.
You can't?
There is a painting of Mario in the bug catching kid's house.
There's a painting of Mario in every house in this town, actually.
Huh.
Yeah, it's weird.
Huh.
Anyway, I have a fairy now, so we can actually, like, do stuff.
And you got life soup.
I do also have life soup. Which sounds like a weird name for, like... Never mind.
Life soup.
Okay, so I said never mind, but I'm actually gonna get into it. So, like, in Final Fantasy VII, which, by the way, one of my favorite games of all time. So when you randomly tweeted about it the other day, I was really excited.
I just really enjoyed the cutscenes. I like Cloud a lot.
In the remake?
I know nothing about Final Fantasy, but God, the remake is beautiful.
Every game has a different canon, for the most part. Like, they are mostly all separate stories. But in Final Fantasy VII specific...
Wow.
Anyway, I'm gonna cut that out. Anyway.
Okay.
No one needs to know.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, so in Final Fantasy...
I think it's funny.
Yeah, no, yeah. I just did the thing. In Final Fantasy VII...
Did you do the lip bite thing?
No, the yeah, no, yeah thing.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, shit.
Yeah, no.
Now I'm just doing the lip bite, too. Fuck.
Ah, fuck.
It's a curse.
We are unfortunately cursed to repeat and...
Lip bite.
mirror.
Forever.
I do the lip bite, and then you're stuck doing the lip bite, and then you remind me that the lip bite exists, so I start doing the lip bite. So anyway, Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah!
In Final Fantasy VII, just basic rundown of the plot, because I love this game so much. You start the game as Cloud. He is labeling himself as an ex-operative for a militant group called Soldier. And he's been hired by an eco-terrorist group named Avalanche, whose whole thing is that they're blowing up reactors to help save the planet because this Final Fantasy is like, I don't know, some sort of big statement about the environment or something. But so, the reactors, the big thing about them is that they are using the planet's life force as an energy source. And I can't remember what the life force is actually called. But whenever we were talking about people soup, that's what I thought of.
Oh.
Is just like, cause it's this weird, like, tendrily liquidy, glowy shit. And it's supposed to, like, contain the lives of everybody who's ever lived and everybody who ever will live. It's kind of like a weird reincarnation kind of concept. But, so the whole thing with Cloud is that, I don't know. I like Final Fantasy VII.
No, keep talking. I genuinely, I like everything I see about it, but, like, not in a way that I play it.
I just, like... I will be honest, I've never completed it. because I lost my save file and I had gotten pretty far and I was stuck on the secret boss that you use to unlock Vincent. Vincent, who is basically Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm not even joking, it's just like human vampire Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay.
But so the whole thing about Final Fantasy VII is like, and this is also technically going to be spoilers for the first part of the remake because it's literally the plot of Final Fantasy VII. But so Cloud works together with Avalanche and their cool members like Barrett, who has a gun for a hand. And he's such a loving father, and I love it so much. But he's also got a gun for a hand. He's like an adoptive father, and his kids are wonderful. But so... Wait, I'm stupid.
Yo, soup.
I did just use the soup. So they blow up this reactor, and they, you know, of course get into huge trouble because they just blew up basically what's a nuclear reactor. The thing that powers the entire city that they live in.
Is this a cutscene where everyone's just grabbing people and running? Because I have seen that. I did go into like a little bit of a, I guess, a rabbit hole of just like, yeah, of just Final Fantasy cutscenes without knowing what's happening. I just wanted to watch the animation.
Yeah.
It's freaking beautiful.
Honestly, I would recommend watching the gameplay simply because the gameplay for the new game is very smooth and cinematic.
It looks so good.
It's basically, it looks like it controls like Kingdom Hearts.
I feel like I would get into it the same way I get into Resident Evil, as in like, I will just hyperfixate on it, but I will never actually play it. Yeah. You know, kind of deal.
Would you...
I love Resident Evil, though.
I know that I keep asking about games. I would prefer not to play the remake, but would you be down to play the original Final Fantasy VII at some point?
Sure.
Okay, because I really like RPGs, and I think it'd be a nice chill thing, because I can actually, like, do RPGs without getting the shit kicked out of me.
Yeah.
Constantly, and it'll give more opportunity to just, like, talk about stuff. And we could even do it the way we were gonna do Earthbound, where, you can pick what characters do, and I can pick what characters do.
Oh, yeah.
That way, there's a little bit of interaction. Also,
I just like Cloud. I just think it's pretty.
But so they blow up the reactor. They get in trouble for it, obviously. I think it causes more damage than they expected it to.
Being a nuclear reactor and all.
Well, okay, no, like in a very suspicious kind of way.
Oh.
Yeah. I also could be remembering this wrong. I haven't seen anything to do with Final Fantasy since the remake came out. But, basically they're...
Boing!
Oh my god, I have the hook shot, finally!
Boing! It's a hook shot! Yo!
I can do that now.
Life is so much easier.
But yeah, so they basically run out of the city that they are in. They have to leave. They get chased by Sephiroth.
Wait,
who is
what does he look like?
Silver hair, long,
big fucking. Yeah,
big
I know
fucking
him.
Sword.
Who's the one with the red hair? Who's the guy with the red hair?
Reno.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me double check that.
Hold on, I definitely think I have a picture of him just in my phone, just because. Yeah, I do, cause I sent 2 pictures of this guy to Rai, and I said thoughts.
He's pretty. I get it.
He's pretty.
Him and his boyfriend, Rude. Rude is the bald man.
I thought you were just calling them rude.
No, his boyfriend's name is Rude.
That's a dumb name.
It is a little bit of a dumb name. And then there's, so they're chased by Reno and Rude. They have to fight him. I believe once you're chased out of the city, you can find an optional character. Fuck, what is her name again? She was my favorite as a kid because I was always like, wow, she's a cool ninja girl. I want to be her.
She have long black hair?
No. Tifa, well, yes and no.
Tifa.
She had long stringy black hair, so she's not Tifa.
Not Tifa. Okay, Tifa is who I was thinking. This is me
Tifa-
and my minimal knowledge of Final Fantasy only because of the cutscenes.
Tifa's, part of the, like, main cast, so, like, she's not optional.
I like her.
She is cool. She could beat the shit out of me.
I like the brown-haired girl whose name I cannot remember. It starts with an A?
It's so depending on the source material that you look at and the localization, her name is either Eris or Aerith.
Okay. I've seen a lot of Aerith. So I'm gonna go with Aerith.
It's also Aerith is also one of the most widely spoiled characters in the entire like internet, honestly.
Yeah.
Just like the way that she develops.
Interesting. Oh.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII has one of the most widely spoiled. Oh my god, my fairy. Widely spoiled scenes in the entire like
I would think
gaming.
so. Like honestly, yeah.
It's like so ridiculously popular that you can't really avoid it
No.
happening like that.
That's why I'm going in fucking spoiler ready. Like, I know everything that's already happened.
Well, that's the thing though, like, it's very, likely that you won't see that spoiler because of how little it's talked about, even though it's one of the most, popular games of all time, really. But I think it'd be fun to play the version of it that has, like, the shitty PS1 graphics.
Yeah. When I was going and watching all of them, I watched a lot of, like, comparative cutscenes, too. I like those. Those are always cool.
Yeah. Anyway, when you leave, you basically go to the city, where you can meet, where it has my favorite song in the game, and you get to meet the red dog named Red.
Dog.
I think its like literal name is like Red 13 or something.
Hold on, quick question. Do you play as your own character, or do you play as, like, Cloud? I don't know.
You play as Cloud and his friends.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so you meet Red 13, XIII. And it has my favorite song in the game. It's like Red Canyon or something. You also go back to Cloud's hometown, Cloud and Tifa's hometown, where you learn his tragic backstory to him.
Oh.
About how, like, Cloud and Tifa were, like, really close as kids, and that's why she followed him to the city. And, like, I'm pretty sure Cloud inadvertently got someone's parents killed.
Oh.
Like, before the game started.
Uh-huh.
God, I love the wet slap of taking steps in this game.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why, but nothing hits harder for me than video game lore. I swear to God, that's, like, the quickest way to get me upset.
Honestly,
like, I mean in, like, a positive way, like, genuinely, I
Yeah.
love it, but, oh my God, that is the quickest way to get me to cry.
Well, no, yeah, like, okay, yeah, no, so...
Yeah, no,
Sorry,
yeah, no, yeah, no.
I just caught myself doing that.
Yeah.
So... I have, like, a hard time crying when I need to, so, like, I am always super, like, overjoyed whenever I cry over like some fake shit, like fictional characters. Because it's like a nice emotional outlet without like
without it being direct.
Severity of things being shitty.
Exactly. It's the separation from it being too personal too. So it's like I can be upset over this, but ultimately it doesn't really affect me.
Yeah, like I can be sad that JoJo spoilers. I'm kidding. So like the whole thing about JoJo is that every season is a different JoJo. And the first JoJo definitely dies, but like, of course he dies because the current JoJo takes place in like 2011. Whereas, the first JoJo takes place in like Victorian times.
Ah. Yes, I understand.
When I say current JoJo, I mean like a literal different person.
Okay.
That goes by JoJo as a nickname.
Okay. I know even less about JoJo's. It's
the
astounding.
the idea is that it is a.
Oh, you are so gonna die in here.
I am gonna die in here.
For sure, you're gonna die.
It's a story about the Joestar family. And usually their first names are like some sort of Joe, like Joseph, Jonathan. Let me in.
Not to bring up video game lore to make me cry, but like specifically Kaya and Diluc, that shit makes me so sad.
I was gonna say, what if we maybe stop talking about Final Fantasy VII so that actually we could just play it?
Oh my god, yeah.
I'd honestly be down to do that for like longer episodes if you would be down for that.
Sure. Ask me again in the moment.
Ask me again in the moment.
Yeah, I'm like an A-ball. Ask again later. But yeah, Kaya and Diluc. My god, that makes me so sad. I love Kaya lore so much. I think it's so cool. But
tell me about Kaya lore.
I don't know. From what I've picked up, and I don't know what's actually real Kaya lore or what's like speculated. I also don't know how to say the place. What's the place that got fucked up?
I just say Conria.
Yeah, that place. Yeah. The whole idea that he's from there and like his dad dropped him off in front of Dawn Winery basically, and he grew up with Diluc. And also the whole thing about Diluc's dad, that's also very sad. I don't know if you want to... You're sitting on the game over screen. It makes me feel like I've just stopped talking.
No, you're fine. I was doing something cool. Keep talking.
Okay, fucking... I'm gonna talk about Diluc having to kill his own dad.
Genshin spoilers? I'm kidding. That only happens in the manga.
Yeah, basically his dad... Wasn't he not allowed to, or he didn't get to be in the Knights of Favonius, so Diluc was in it, and then...
Yeah, because his dad didn't have a vision, I don't think.
Yeah, and so his dad used a delusion, and Diluc
Which are bad for your health.
Yeah, very bad, very bad. So Diluc had to kill his own dad, and then the Knights of Favonius told him to cover it up. So he basically left the Knights and also his vision and just kind of like bounced. And also basically just bounced on Kaya too.
Yeah. Just like emotionally distant.
Yeah.
Because
I'm like...
Does Diluc blame Kaya for his dad's death? I don't remember.
Honestly, probably. Yeah, he's in the Knights of Favonius, so I'm pretty sure Diluc doesn't like that either.
Right.
I mean,
if the Knights of Favonius wanted you to cover up your dad's death, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like him very much after that.
yeah, they're honestly very different too.
God, these enemies are fucking rude.
They're just getting like punched. I'm trying to like fact check myself. But it's not giving me very much. But I also like the whole bit with the new chasm lore. God, I don't know how to explain things. Whenever they all got affected by the bad, you know, the bad.
Yeah,
Genshin spoilers specifically for Alfie. Alfie, stop listening.
yeah.
They all got affected by the bad, and I'm just thinking about Kaya just like in the bar, and suddenly he just like collapses. I just think about that.
Basically anyone who was immortal because they were in the fucking shit. We are yeah.
What is that place called?
Conria.
Yeah. Anyone who's from there basically was affected.
Yeah, and they're like cursed to be immortal, whether it be through being a monster or through literally with Dainsleif, who is just absolutely normal dude, but also immortal.
Yeah.
I guess his punishment is mostly to watch all of his people turn into monsters.
Yeah.
Because the idea is that they did something to piss off, like, the god of gods.
Yeah, and basically got their whole world destroyed.
Yeah.
So now
Which
they're
is
all
what
the
happened.
hilly trolls and mages and stuff. It's all the people from there.
Which is what happened in Dragonspine, too. Dragonspine used to be like a not snowy place.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that pillar, it destroyed the city that was there, and then...
Oh, I'm sure they explained that lore when I did that quest. I was not listening very hard.
That place got cursed to just have an eternal winter, essentially.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna blur that. I don't like when people's notifications come up.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Oh my, Genshin lore is so cool sometimes.
It really is.
I think about it a lot. It's just been most recently about Diluc and Kaya.
Yeah. I don't know why I went in this way. I don't want to go down this way yet.
I don't really know where you're going.
I am not entirely sure, I'm gonna be honest with you.
You should, I guess, put an Alfie-specific timestamp.
Fair enough, yeah.
for this one.
I figured it out.
You could put the lever.
Yeah, I can do the lever.
Now you can go down.
That's the sound that you make when you drink stuff in Minecraft.
Yeah. That's me in the recording booth. I make all of the Minecraft sounds.
Recording makes you thirsty, I understand.
God, that water slap sound.
Yeah. Really is a...
Oof.
I think that's where we're gonna end the episode.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.